I wouldn't be able to do that.
You all gonna make sure that everything is up to date, up to par, and people could be somebody who doesn't lie to the people.
That look would be non-gender bias. It would be an intelligent, articulate person who has common sense as a core value and who is from the community and cares about the community. That person would be able to touch the community in all of its diversity. I don't care if it's black, white, gay, lesbian, straight, trans, queer, whatever that person may be. The inner core is what matters the most. Can this person speak on behalf of the people? Can this person leverage and galvanize the community for a cause, not just their cause?
I mean, somebody that's convincing, why not? Somebody that will actually do it, then, I mean, that'd be good.
I'm not a fan of just voting somebody out just for the sake of it, but when I notice that like the incumbent really isn't doing much, and that the challenger's willing to learn, like really everybody has to learn at a certain point. That's kind of how everybody starts. I'd be more than willing to start if they can like just elucidate what their goals are.
Very good question. No. I would have to look at their track record and see what they can contribute, whether I know them or not. I would vote against my friend if I thought they would not be able to do a good job. Integrity, competence, a level of intelligence, some experience. I don't want you to become a reality TV show host and then jump into any elected position in this community.
Somebody who's going to do something effective in San Bernardino.
Know what you're doing, not be racist, not be vulgar.
Somebody that's going to do something positive for the city.
More of like I'd say anti-corruption, avoiding things like nepotism and
not be stupid.
Other things of that factor. Renewable energy, just anti-corruption, and maybe just social justice.
The roads, 1.
Yeah.
Vacancy properties, 2.
The homelessness in this community, that would have to be an issue that we would have to address.
Homeless people, that's 3.
We obviously need to take care of the homeless. That's another part of the infrastructure, because there are a lot of homeless people who are coming out to San Bernardino, coming from places like Los Angeles and Anaheim and so forth.
It's a national issue. It's in every community in Southern California, but that would be number 1.
First off, I will bring up the infrastructure. The infrastructure is very important to the city of San Bernardino.
The next issue would be fiscal responsibility. Where's the money going? This is the largest county in the United States, and we're broke most of the time, and we can't get the potholes that's tearing up my car out here on University fixed.
Like people's financial economical resources regarding the city of San Bernardino, that's all the 3 major components I would bring up.
And the last thing I would address as a priority would be the gap between one side of this community versus the other side. Right now we're in northern San Bernardino. It's nice, not too much going on. Some things do happen. But then if I go a little bit the other way toward Del Rosa, I'm a little nervous to walk down the street over there. I would address to change the face of that community, fill in those gaps where there's empty stores, help those people that make the rest of the community feel nervous. What can we do to facelift that whole side of the community and not just have this side of town looking nice because the college is here? I would want it safe for everyone. So that would be top 3.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Not that I know of.
If you could appoint someone who would it be?
Me. If I was to appoint someone or pick someone, it would be me. I could do it.
Okay, this is great. So there's 4 principles.
That principle should be just common sense, because when you go to a ballot and it's time to vote on a measure, time to vote on an issue that impacts the local community, there's so much dishonesty going on. A slight word would change the whole context. So being clear and honest for those who are articulate and educated and whose comprehension level is above a 6th grade, that's one thing. But what about the average community that may not be that highly articulate or able to have the proper reading comprehension? Make it as plain as possible, so all the people in the community who are valuable can participate on equal terms. That's the whole point. Make it fair and square across the board, and then give the people a choice. And then once the people choose, don't lie and say they didn't choose, implement it. Let's go and support what the majority have chosen, and then get it done. That one will be highly debatable, because as far as the fiscal accountability of pay as we go, it's possible a lot less things will get done under normal circumstances. So say under the current model, a lot of things in this community, being the biggest county in the country, could be done a lot better. I won't question the fiscal mismanagement of this particular county, but I also would not be able to speak competently on a pay-as-you-go without analyzing those numbers and having them before me. So the current model could work. Other communities probably, I won't say probably, other communities around the country have a similar system, and it's functional. Ours appears to be dysfunctional based on the results. So I wouldn't change the whole system before I hold the current system and push it to its limit. And let's say if the pay is $300,000 a year. Your ads better be doing $300,000 worth of work.
Correct.
We better see you at every Starbucks. We better see you at every issue that affects this community. You should work at $300,000 a year at a level that you're everywhere. You ought to be like Jesus. You'd be omnipresent. You should be in everything, your hands in your name is everywhere at $300,000 a year. That's an exorbitant amount of money. I do still believe that the workman is worthy of the hire, but just like the rest of us common people, when we go to a job and we're making $20 an hour, $15 an hour, they expect us to work. They don't expect us to take that and be on vacation every other week or playing golf every other week. Do your work, whatever the pay may be. You agreed to that when you walked in. It could be $150,000. Do your work, period. No, that's the whole problem that we have today throughout the whole country. Too many outside agendas and the people aren't being represented. Money is doing the talking, not morals, not values, not integrity. Money's doing the talking.